So here you have X, you have a list wherein the first is a random normal distribution of 10 variables, random uniform distribution of 10 variables, a random normal of 10 to 10 variables where 1. So it's the same as a previous function example which we saw for t apply. Now, when I apply the function f, which repeats 10 times, 1 to 3 10 times. So when I use the function f to split x comma f, it will specifically split the list into three different three different subsets and calculates the function over it. So that's the reason you'll get a result like this. But here we don't go for simplification, and hence you are getting a list as the expected result for the split function. So a common idiom is, in our programming is to use split followed by an lapply. So lapply, yeah, you can use split of x comma f comma mean. So it will give you practically the same result. It will consider the three of those subsets, and it uses a split to create that subset, and lapply applies the mean function over it, and you will hence get for each of the subset you'll get the mean for each of the subsets. So this is an example from an internet data. I created a data set, and I brought in using the library function, library of data sets, and this is a function that gives this is a air quality, and when I take head of air quality, it will give me the columns available in the air quality, ozone, solar dot or wind, temperature, month and day. Now this is a typical data frame wherein I want to perform certain specific things. So how do I split this data frame? So S equal to split of air quality comma air quality of month. So I want to split the air quality by month wise. So how do I do that? Now if I use lapply comma lapply of S function, the split function comma function of x, and I calculate call means of x in that function of x, x c of ozone comma solar comma r wind. So now you will get the same ozone, solar, r, wind for each of the months. For example, month 5, ozone, solar, wind, you'll get the same values. Ozone, solar, wind for 6, ozone, solar, wind for 7, etc. So this is how you split a data frame using split function. Now moving on, splitting a data frame using sapply function, same split is called from S function of x, call means of x, C of ozone, solar, wind. So same, pretty much the same thing. You are viewing in a different for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You are viewing it in a separate format. So same way, if I use, if I want to remove this, NA values from this data, because most of the data points will be NA, and you don't want to consider these NA values. So what you can do is, supply of S comma function of x, call means of x comma C of ozone, solar, dot wind, and I use a specific thing called NA dot RM equal to true. What happens is it removes NA values, and I have set it as true so that it can be removed. So now you'll find all the NAs are removed and replaced with the remaining attributes. So how to split the data on more than one level? So let's say you have a random distribution set passed on to x, and you have f1 equal to gl of 2 comma 5 and f2 equal to gl of 5 comma 2. Basically what it does is, gl is the function which will give you, basically it repeats 1 to 2 5 times, and here 1 to 5 2 times. So you'll have f1 1 for 5 times, 2 2 times. This is, you'll have these are factors actually. So it will have levels 1 comma 2. Same way for here you'll have levels 5 levels 1 2 3 4 5, and everything will be repeated twice. So now if I create an interaction set of between these two factors, interaction of f1 comma f2, you will have 1.1 1.1 1.2 1.2, basically the all possible combination, and you will have 10 levels, basically 5 into 2 equal to 10. So you'll have basically 10 levels of data while splitting this. So now sometimes what happens, interactions can also create empty levels. So when I use str of split, of x comma list of f1 comma f2, you will have num of 1 to 2 and num 0. You will find all these empty levels, num of 0 here, num of 0 here, 1.4 num of 0 here, num of 0 here. Basically there are 4 empty levels when you use splitting on more than one level. Now if I want to the empty levels to be dropped, what can I do? I basically explained you in the initially explained you while telling the structure of split. You have a parameter called drop, which when set to true it will remove all the empty levels, empty factor levels that can be dropped. Now the list of 10 becomes list of 6 once you apply the condition drop equal to true. Now there is one more apply function that we saw earlier, that we are supposed to see earlier. Like this is mapply. What is mapply is that it is a multivariate apply function. So it is a multivariate apply of sorts which applies a function in parallel over a set of arguments. So when you apply the structure, when get the structure of mapply, so this is a function which takes the function itself, the ellipsis, more, which means more arguments, and equal to null, simplify equal to true, use dot name equal to true. So the fun is the function to apply. It contains more the arguments to apply over, and more arguments is simply the list of other arguments that pass to be the function, and simplify indicates whether the result should be simplified. That's it. So now what does mapply do is like the following is it is tedious to type. So if I want to create repeat list of 1 to 4, I want to repeat 1 4 times, I want to repeat 2 3 times, I want to repeat 3 2 times, and repeat 4 2 times. I have to use the function repeat, and in that I have to create the list. So this when it goes on and on, it is a tedious process. So what you can do is like I can use the function, what was the function to be applied, and use the mapply here to pass the rep function. Repeat is a function, and 1 to 4 to 4 to 1. So what basically happens is for each of this element here, for 1 here it takes 4, for 2 here it will take 3, for 3 here it will take 2, and 1 here 4 here it will take 1. So repeat a rep of 4 comma 1, rep of 1 comma 4, rep of 2 comma 3, rep of 3 comma 2, rep of 4 comma 1. That is how the function works. So this it is applying a multivariate function here, and hence it is like very useful. So how to vectorize a function? So let's say there is a function called noise, wherein function n comma mean comma sd takes n number of elements, mean and sd. So what it does, it creates a random normal distribution of n comma mean comma sd. That's what it does. It's a simple function. Just I'm trying to create some noise, that's all. So if I use noise of 5 comma 1 comma 2, you'll get the same thing. So now if I use noise of 1 to 5 comma 1 to 5 comma 2, I'll get the same values, but it will consider all these values into the consideration. Now with this instant vectorization we were initially doing by creating the noise of 1 to 5 to 1 to 5 to 2. Now if I use the mapply here, noise of 1 to 5 comma 1 to 5 2, you will get the values here are converged together, but here you will get the exact values to be precise in the data. So it is the same, it is the same as list of noise of 1 comma 1 comma 2, noise of 2 comma 2 comma 2, noise of 3 comma 2. So basically the repeat function is used simplified using mapply here, noise of 1 to 5 to 1 to 5 2. It will consider 1 comma 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3 comma 2. So that's what is expanded here, and those for all those values the noise will be created. That's it. With this we'll finish uh, the list of looping functions.